Hello, Liberty North. Welcome back to KNET. I'm Megan Hammond.
And I'm Ian Grove.
We're back with your very first show of the school year, and I'm glad to be back here for you guys. Ian, how are you feeling about the first show?
I'm excited to be back at it. It's been a while since I've been able to be in the studio, and I'm super excited for the show today, Megan.
I definitely agree. It has been way too long, so let's go ahead and get started. Your KNET News starts now. National Honor Society has their first meetings today and tomorrow. A through K students will meet after school today at 3:20 in the LMC. L through Z will meet before school tomorrow morning at 7:45 at LMC.
If you want your sculptures from last year, you must pick them up immediately after the school day, any day this week, 9/14 through 9/18 in the sculpture room 521, or they will be recycled.
Definitely get on that, you guys. And I know things have been very different this school year, and a lot of us have been feeling a little bit less energetic in class, but I'm confident in our ability to still have this year, even if there are some regulations. If there's one thing I know about high schoolers, it's our ability to persevere and have fun no matter our conditions. I really believe we can power through this year and make the best of it.
I truly believe that if there is one thing we're good at, it's making the best out of every situation, and I still believe that we can make this a fantastic school year.
100%. Now let's head over to Jed with your North Nation Sports Report.
Good morning, Liberty North. I'm Jed Anderson, and welcome back to your North Nation Sports Report. Excited to bring you sports this year, no matter how different it may be. Let's start off with last Friday's football game against Ray Peck. The Eagles played a close game, almost coming back at the end, but unfortunately fell short to the Panthers 35-32. Cross country headed to St. Thomas Aquinas on Saturday. The men's team plays third with Ethan Lee, Luis Perez, and Sam Travis all medaling. The women's team also plays third with Abby Hedges, Brooke Ware, and Sydney Huxford all medaling, and Aubrey Stellman was awarded individual champ. Great job to all of our runners. On to today, women's golf is headed to the Varsity Invitational at Winterstone Golf Course this morning. Softball plays Lee Summit this afternoon at 4, while men's soccer hosts Ray Peck at 7 tonight. And finally, volleyball travels to Park Hill South for a match at 6:30. This has been your North Nation Report. I'm Jed Anderson. Now back to the front.
Thank you so much, Jed. And as you guys know, there have been some changes around North. Jude, what's been going on in the hallways lately?
Well, Ian, in order to accommodate to face-to-face learning, we've started implementing, or the faculty has started implementing things like these stripes along the hallway. So it's been a really long time since I had my own segment, guys. So why don't we just jump right in? I might be a little bit rusty, but hey, you can only try it once. So right here, these are going to be our directions for walking the hallways. So facing my way, you would want to be walking on the right side in order to try to create that 6-foot social distance barrier. And this is just to try to reduce the flow of traffic and problems like that. Now our next sign right here, this is going to be our 6-foot dot. These are going to be in places if you would be in a queue or in a line, like waiting for something at the front desk at the library. What you're going to want to do is just stand right here on this dot, and this is just to try to keep, again, that 6 feet social distance barrier between the person in front of you and the person behind you. Now the next sign right here, this is going to be for washing hands. Now if you've been to a restaurant or things like that, you know that they've had protocols like this before, a long time before COVID came around. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take 20 seconds, use hot water, lots of soap, wash your hands really thoroughly, and maybe even sanitizer after. It's completely your decision. So then this is going to be our one-way arrow. This is going to be following around this is also going to be in our hallways. These are going to be in order to, again, regulate that traffic flow and create that 6-foot barrier to try to keep people separated. Surprisingly, even though passing period is when you're not sitting down with other people, it's when you see the most amount of people in school. So we don't have any more pictures to follow up this segment right here, so I'm just going to go off the ball a little bit, and I'm going to talk about the lunchroom. Now you may have seen the red X's and the green check marks in the lunchroom. These are going to be for where you're eligible to sit and where you're not eligible to, in order to, again, maintain that distance barrier between you and the person in front of you. So what you're going to want to do is you want to go to your white, gold, or your navy pickup zones for your food. You're going to tell the lunch lady your name, you get your food, and then you look for one of these green check marks to sit on, and then you're just going to be right there for your lunch. Now, I know it's kind of hard to follow that because you want to sit next to your friends, but if we are all able to work together to try to follow these guidelines, you know, hand sanitizer, things like that, hopefully we can return to a normal learning environment, and then you can hang out with your friends. So let's just do everybody else a favor and just take care of what we need to take care of. That's all I got for you guys today. Ian, Megan, what do you guys think about all these new regulations and signs that we've had to implement? I know I gave my opinion, but what do you guys think?
Thank you, Jude. And I think even though we as high schoolers may not like that we can't sit where we want in the lunchroom and we have to walk certain ways in the hallway, I think they are really helping to keep us safe, and they're keeping us healthy, and at the end of the day, it's for our own good.
Yeah, regulations definitely are a bummer. We all can admit that, but at the end of the day, it's for the greater good. And that actually wraps up our first show of this year. Tomorrow we will have the L through Z people reporting for you guys. Until tomorrow, we will catch you on the north side.